Did you miss me? I know it's been a while. I haven't bothered you for a while. I wanted to congratulate Christine. Unfortunately, she works with me a lot. Not as much as you could, but I really
Donna,
appreciate you.
If you could state your name.
Oh, Donna Stryker. I'm so sorry. Christine, thank you. You're amazing, and your staff is amazing, and I really, really appreciate you. And Annette. Annette is, I had to call her on a Sunday from Mayor's Top Teens, and her and Akani really came through, and it was an amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I'd like to thank you, Chief Story, for your continued professionalism and your leadership during the last 16 months, which I think has been very difficult for everybody on the dais and the city's citizens and the county citizens. It's been a very difficult time. I watched the ugliness of April 7th meeting, and I was so sad. It's another commentary on some of our citizenry, and I do believe in the First Amendment, but I don't think you have to be ugly. I really appreciate the public participation statement. Thank you so much for doing that. I don't think people really understand that cities are not required to do public comment. I did a lot of research on it when I started speaking, and cities are not required to, and there are cities in this state that have done away with public comment. So I think we need to appreciate it and say, thank you, City Council. I appreciate you letting us speak, even though we don't always say what you'd like us to say. But I, for one, really appreciate that you continue to allow us to have it. My son-in-law is a LCPD police officer, and he had Easter dinner with us yesterday. Ben can't always be with us, and I really appreciate he would be so mad at me for being here. He's gonna be mad, I'm gonna hear about it, but he is just the microcosm of the macrocosm. There isn't very many people who can take the application, do the psychological, do the fingerprint background check, go through everything that it takes to be a police officer, but there's a lot of people who can poke fun and poke fingers, and I think it is really just criminal that they are allowed to do that, because until you walk a mile in another person's shoes, you cannot criticize and say what goes through their mind and the immediacy of the decisions that they have to make in a bad situation. So I want to thank you, Chief. I want to thank you also and welcome our new Chief of the Fire Department. Thank you so much for your selfless service, because everybody that serves our fire department and our police department are selfless. I can't thank you guys enough, because Tim said it. Not everybody gets to go home, and we saw that last year. Thank you.